In the previous session, we looked at how universal literacy is a prerequisite to universal education. What we focused on was why and how literacy leads to education. And if we are talking of universal education, we are really looking at all children getting an education and all children getting the same level and quality of education. If that is to be our target, then we will have to be focusing on certain issues in universal education. Like everything, there are issues even with getting children educated. And the primary issue is medium of instruction, which simply means what is the language in which the children will receive the education. We have 4 options really. We have the child's mother tongue, we could have a regional language, we could have a national language, or we could have an alien or foreign language. What is the language that the child will learn best in? Language is contentious, and the debate between national languages and the mother tongue more so. So the 2 pieces of the debate really are national language or the mother tongue. Why don't we include the regional languages and why don't we include the foreign languages? Because it is much more contentious to deal with those languages than it is to deal with one national language or the languages that the children are more familiar with, which is their mother tongue. All research here in Pakistan and abroad shows that children learn best, particularly at the early years, through the mother tongue. The problem is, who is going to teach a classroom filled with children, and children come from diverse backgrounds in a classroom with different languages? How is one teacher supposed to teach in Sindhi or Punjabi or Balochi or Pashto or other such languages? And the mother tongue may also have different dialects. That's one issue, the teacher. Where is this teacher who speaks multiple languages and can teach? The second issue really is, where are the materials in the children's mother tongue? Where are the materials for teaching in Sindhi, Pashto, Balochi, Punjabi? They don't exist. Who is going to create them? Who is going to develop these materials? And how is the early years education happening in the mother tongue? It is way cheaper and it is way more convenient to produce teaching learning materials in one language, which is our national language, that is Urdu. So we focus on Urdu, and we focus also partly in certain institutions on English, but the mother tongue is completely ignored. With the mother tongue being ignored, children are expected to learn at least one language, which is Urdu, in some cases 2, which is Urdu and English, in order to be successful in their school and academic life. Is this fair to young children who've come out of home, who clearly understand and can work with the language that they are familiar with, which is their mother tongue, the language spoken at home? Parents are comfortable, they understand that language. Urdu and English, even for most parents in our cases, is foreign and makes it difficult even for parents to communicate then with teachers. This becomes an issue. Should local language or official language or international language be the medium of instruction? We have all this debate that goes on, continues. We've had it from the beginning, not just in our part of the world, but in all parts of the world. If we are to take mother tongue instruction seriously, somebody will have to develop those materials at all levels for all subjects. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Should we use language as a subject of study or a medium of instruction, especially if it is a foreign language like English? Should we teach English as a subject, or should we use it as a medium of instruction? Now, let's look at some of the pros and cons here. Teaching English as a subject would be more beneficial. Students can learn the language slowly, just as they learn mathematics or science or history or geography. But when you use English as a medium of instruction, a language that the students are not familiar with, a language that the parents are not familiar with, it becomes extremely difficult for children to understand an alien or foreign language, and then to use it to their advantage to learn and benefit so that they can do well in the classroom, in the exams, in school, college, and university. So somewhere, at some point, this debate will have to be seriously addressed. Are we willing to spend our rupees in developing mother tongue teaching, learning materials, or are we still going to focus on either Urdu, our national language, or English, our official language?